Welcome to my channel once more. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate the love that you've been giving and the support. And thanks for sharing these videos because they are from the heart, and it's important that whatever we've learned about life and how to navigate life, it's very important that we share with each other because the experience is real, and no one human being knows everything. Insight is good. Having a connection, having been centered is good because you're connected to infinite information. But not everyone has this. Even though everyone has the opportunity to do so, not everyone is at that level. Is not at that level of vibration of energy. Not everyone is there at the same time, at the same point. So persons become knowledgeable or becomes have a deeper connection with their consciousness. Some persons, it happens through insight. For some persons it happens based on traumatic experiences in life, great hurt. So for various reasons, persons will become in tuned to their inner vibration, to their source, to their consciousness. Right. So today I want to speak about depression, this thing called depression, where people feel helpless, they feel hopeless, they feel like life is not worth living. For some persons, they can't manage it, so they do the ultimate and take their own life and leave behind this hurt, this pain within their families and friends. Now, depression is real. It is as real as you make it, and most of what happens or whatever, it's about thought. It's what we tell ourselves. It's what our mind tells us. So while it's not real in the sense that it's not tangible, it's just energy. And if you notice the consistency in all my videos, I speak about energy because that is what we are. That is what energy is. Real. It is what exists. It is the life force that is within us. That is the energy. It existed from creation. Our creator is energy, and it's the same energy that is within all of us. And you will notice that this is mentioned in all my videos because this is what is and what will be, and that is energy. Now, depression. I was watching a video yesterday, October 27th, and I saw where a female DJ in Jamaica is going through depression, and she's been posting stuff online, about what she's going through. She doesn't feel as if her music is reaching persons or it's effective and so on. She's depressed, basically. Depression is something that affects a wide range of persons. It doesn't matter the class, it doesn't matter the skin color, it doesn't matter the nationality. Depression is something that affects a lot of persons here on earth. Now, if it is that persons want to understand depression, and the clinical persons would say that it has to do with chemicals in the brain and malfunction and so on. So they'll give medication to correct, to balance these chemicals so persons can function as they would say, quote unquote, normally. However, is it really that persons would need medication for depression? Because really we exist in time. We exist and time involves the past, the future, and the present. That's time. So they have the past, the future, and the present. That's time. So we as human beings exist in time. The past is when persons hold on to the past. So if you're considered to be living in the past, means that you're holding on to past experiences. Maybe something bad happened to you. You've had a rough childhood. You've been abused, or whether it be verbally or physically abused. You weren't nurtured in the way you think you should have been nurtured, and in your estimation, the lack thereof in your past has caused you to be in the situation you're in today. That is just your mind telling you all of that. It's not real, and we get into that a little more in the video. There are also persons who live in the future. Now the future, as you know, has not arrived as yet. It's just a perception. It's just a thought that to things to come, this is how it's going to be, or this is how you conceive it will be. But until it actually arrives, or until it actually happens, you cannot say that is how it's going to be, because there are several times, for example, an exam. You are anticipating the date for your exam, and until that day comes, you won't know what the exam will be about. So in order for the future, or for you to be prepared for the future, it has to come, or for you to have that experience, it has to come in the here and the now. Which brings me to the third aspect, or the third time, the third so we have the past, we have the future, and then we have the present. And this is the most important this is the most important piece in time, which is the present. And it's called the present for a reason, because it's a gift. It's the greatest gift that ever has been given to us as human beings, which is the present. Because you are constantly in the present, you live in the present, you exist in the present, we exist in the present. There is no other time except the present. The reason why I say that is because the past is like a minute ago, an hour ago, a day ago, a week ago, a year ago, billions ago. That is the past. You can't go back in the past. The past is just a memory. The future has not arrived as yet, and the future cannot arrive until it's in the present. It's in this moment, the here, the now, this minute. That's when the future occurs. It's in the present. So everything exists in the present. There is no other time. It's just the present. Everything happens in the present. Now, for persons who become depressed, depression arises from the past. So you are focused on something that happened, and it makes you become, you focus on it for a period of time. So you become fixated on those, whether it be an issue or more than one issues. You become focused on it, so you think about it, you dwell on it, you play it over and over in your head, and it makes you depressed. It makes you depressed. It depresses you, because you tell yourself that it should have happened another way, things maybe you could have done for it to happen another way, and you go over and over in your head as to what happened. So at the moment when you're in the present, you're not able to really see the beauty of the present moment. You're not able to let go of what happened or what you think should have happened. So you're living in the present now, and you're worried about the past, which is gone. And what you need to remember is that your present self is not the same self that whatever that issue happened or whatever that incident. You have grown since then. Your level of vibration would have grown. Your level of consciousness would have grown. Therefore, if it is a decision that you made and you regret it, that is no longer you. That is the past you. So you should be able to let go of those issues that are causing you to be depressed. Let go of those matters because they are no longer you. You may be in prison at this time while listening to this video. The past self that committed that crime is no longer you. You don't need to hold on to that guilt. You don't need to hold on to it. You have to come in the present, and that requires a mindset shift. That requires an alignment. That requires you to come out of your mind, to come out of your thoughts, because it is your thoughts that are keeping you in the past. It is your thoughts that are telling you all these things that are not necessary. When you're in the present, you don't need to think. When you're in the present, you're able to see things as they are. You're able to collectively see. You're able to appreciate. You're able to appreciate the environment. You're able to appreciate people around you. You're able to see and be thankful for what you have, for where you are. So my encouragement for persons who are depressed is to try to be more present. Some persons may try to spiritual, listen to motivational speeches. Some persons may do yoga. Some persons may listen to classical music. Some persons will meditate. It doesn't matter what it is that you do to bring you into the present moment. But it is important that we as human beings try to center ourselves, try to reflect on what is good in our lives, try to be grateful. It's good to have a gratitude journal. So on a daily basis, you would write down the things that you are most grateful for, because it is in being grateful that the universe opens up to you and bless you. It is when you're grateful for what you have that more will be given unto you. Being grateful, being good to others. So depression requires, in order for you to get over depression, you have to be present, you have to be centered. You have to let go of the past, because the past is what causes you to be depressed. The things that happened in the past that you are not happy with, you play them over and over in your mind. You tell yourself how you could have done things differently. If it is somebody who did you something, you tell yourself that they shouldn't have done it to you. There are a myriad of reasons why persons become depressed, and depression is tied to your past. Anxiety is tied to your future. However, we look at anxiety in another video. But I encourage you today, my friends, my listeners, to try to be present. Try to be as present as you can possibly be. Quiet your mind sometimes. During the day, whether you're at work or you're at school, wherever you are, try to be calm. Try to just, focus on your surrounding. Find a focal point and focus on it. Whether it's a beautiful plant, whether it doesn't matter what it is. And once you focus, your mind will quiet, because you can't think and focus at the same time. You can't do both. It's not possible. So you turn your mind off by focusing on something. And this will help you to become present. And I hope that more persons will share this video with persons who you know are depressed. It's not only about medication. It's about changing your mindset, changing your thought process, and changing the practices that you have by letting go of the past and being more present, being more in reality, being more conscious, being grateful for what you have. Because when you're grateful for what you have, you realize that what you don't have becomes less important to you. And find your purpose as well. Find your purpose in life. Become a giver. Become a giver, and then you will see how your life changes, or you start to be so blessed. When you're a giver, you become a receiver, because in giving you will receive. And that's one of the laws of the universe. In giving you will receive. Alright, this is Nadra Brown, your soul teacher, your motivational speaker and author. I thank you.